Christina Perez, and this is Memoirs of a Fat Girl, going from FAT to PHAT in real time. And I am here because I am about to make some dinner for my hubby, and I decided I am going to make him a healthier version, if you will, of a mac and cheese. So I'm not going to use pasta, I am actually going to use cauliflower. So I have these little florets, see them? I cut them down a little bit small. They're not as small as macaroni because for the first time I want to try this in the air fryer. I've never done that before, but I received my brand new Pampered Chef air fryer today, and so I want to try it. It says 400 degrees for about 15 to 16 minutes, and it should be nice and crispy. The reason I'm doing it that way is because I'm going to make a mushroom and pancetta. I'm going to fry that up. And then I am going to make a cheese sauce, and the cheese sauce is gonna go over the cauliflower with the pancetta and the mushrooms, and that's gonna go in my cast iron pan, which I am going to then bake. So I didn't want to boil the cauliflower because I don't want the cauliflower to fall apart, but I would like that when my hubby bites into the cauliflower that he feels a little bit of texture like you would on a mac and cheese. So that's what I'm gonna try. Stay tuned. Okay, so now I'm going to just take some cauliflower. Like I said, I cut it into florets already. I didn't want to make a mess doing it in front of you, so I did it already, pre-did. And then now I'm just gonna literally just drizzle this with a little bit of olive oil. You can use whatever oil you like, avocado oil. I don't like vegetable oil. I really suggest that you don't use that. It's not good for you, but olive oil is pretty good. Avocado oil is really good. Coconut oil is really good. So you can use any of those oils that you'd like. So my air fryer came with this little pan here, and so I'm gonna try to put the cauliflower on this pan, and then I'm gonna stick that into the air fryer for 15 minutes. Now, if you haven't subscribed yet, you better go ahead and click down below. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel, click the like, okay, like the video, all right? And go ahead and watch all these other videos we have. We have other recipes, we have experts on here, fitness trainers, coaches, amazing stuff happening in my journey to become from FAT to pretty healthy and terrific. So thank you so much for watching, but don't you dare forget to subscribe, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and put the cauliflower on here best I can, and then I'm gonna take you over so you can see my brand new air fryer. I am so excited. My husband, of course, saw the box and was like, what is that? And I'm like, just an air fryer. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'm gonna bring you with me. Hold on. So here we are. This is my new Pampered Chef air fryer. Stick that in. I got all the cauliflower on there, so that was one medium-sized head of cauliflower. And I'm still learning how to use this, so hopefully I can. Custom, 15 minutes to 400. Perfect. And then start. Oh, yay, start. Okay, so there it is. It's in there. Ready to go. Hi, so while that is in the air fryer, I'm gonna go ahead and start sauteing my pancetta, garlic, and mushroom, because that's what I want to put in this dish. So this is just some really beautiful pancetta that I bought at Whole Foods, and so now I am literally just gonna, oh, here, can you smell? Oh, it's so good. So I'm going to heat this through until they're nice and crispy. It's going to release its own oil, so I didn't bother putting any kind of olive oil or anything in here. I am going to saute this up until it's nice and crispy, and then I'm coming right back to show you the rest. All right, so, oh my gosh, I wish you guys were in this kitchen with me right now, although we are doing social distancing, right? So this is pancetta, and the pancetta is nice and crispy now, and it is a little salty, so I'm not gonna add any salt to this dish. I am gonna just put in some mushrooms now and saute this for a little bit. The mushrooms will absorb all of that beautiful oil from the pancetta, so that's gonna be really nice. I'm gonna lower the heat on this a little bit. That way, we don't burn it anymore. Oh my gosh. You know, mushrooms are so beautiful and they're so earthy, right? I mean, it just gives everything such a good flavor. I love mushrooms. But this is really, really nice. It's just something that I kind of felt like having. You know, I bought like a lot of groceries. I didn't want to wait in the line to get into the store. So this is what I had in my fridge. Me and my hubby went to shop like maybe a week or two ago, and we just bought what we thought we would want to make throughout the week. And so I figured, you know what? You guys are stuck at home too, so I might as well just share a really fun recipe that we can all do together. So here is some garlic. It's just 2 garlic cloves, and they have been pressed through. Oh my God. Oh, it smells so good. It smells so good. Okay, so this cooked down a little bit faster than the air fryer is done. So we still got another like 3 minutes or 2 minutes on the air fryer. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go ahead and make our cheese sauce. I am cow milk intolerant. I know that sounds kind of weird, but I got my blood checked and I'm cow milk intolerant. I can have sheep and I can't have goat, and I think it's because of all of the casein, and casein makes me very ill, so I can't have it. Say all that to say, you can use whatever combination you'd like of cheeses. I happen to have goat cheese, sheep's cheese. This is a beautiful farmer's cheese that is made just with sheep's milk, and it's dry. It's almost like a mozzarella, but dry mozzarella. I have some Romano here, which is also a sheep's cheese. And then I couldn't find like a goat or sheep cheese, cream cheese, so I'm using, I think it's called tofuti, which is like a alternative cream cheese, and that's what I'm going to be using. And then I did find some goat milk, so I am going to be using that. All right, so in here I'm going to go ahead and pour some milk. Probably do about a cup or so. We're going to pour that in. I am going to add some Dijon mustard because I just like that little bit of zing that it gives. It does give a nice flavor to the mac and cheese. I mean, it did for the regular mac and cheese, so I'm assuming it'll do it for this as well. All right, in here, I'm going to put in our softened goat cheese. Again, you can use whatever cheeses you like. These are the ones that agree with me and the ones I find taste really good. Now, I'll tell you that this is the first time I am making this recipe just because I am home, and when I'm home, I love to cook. So, I'm home, I don't have to be at work this weekend, so I am going to do my best to make these recipes and make stuff that my husband likes to eat. Yesterday I made him some cream spinach, some smashed potatoes, and then we had it's like a flap steak, that's what it was. And so I'm gonna whisk this around, let this come and get thickened, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add the dry shredded cheese. Well, it's not dry, but it's a drier cheese, and it's very, very nice. So I'm gonna put that in here. I'll probably leave like a little handful so I could just sprinkle on the top. So I'm gonna do that with that and the Romano. Usually you make this also with a heavy cream, but like I said, I couldn't find like a heavy cream or anything that was made with cow's milk. I wish they did that, but they only do, sorry, not cow milk, goat milk. Since I could only have goat milk, I couldn't find a heavy cream that was made with goat milk. I wish they did that. And maybe they do. They just didn't have it at the Whole Foods I was at. So I had to buy the goat milk. So I bought goat milk. I wish they had goat heavy cream, but it is what it is. It's fine. So I'm gonna whisk this in. See, it's getting nice and soft on us, right? Oh, that's a beautiful thing, guys. That's a beautiful thing. All right, I'm gonna let this boil for a little bit. I just heard the air fryer go off. I'm gonna mix that in with our pancetta and mushrooms, fold this all in, sprinkle it on top with a bunch of cheese into the oven, 400 degrees for like 15 minutes maybe, or until it gets nice and golden, crisp and brown on top. All right, so we'll be right back. All right, guys, here it is. You see that? It's so beautiful and it's crispy looking. It's so nice. Oh, perfect. It has texture. It's nice and tender inside. I'm hoping that this idea works. I think it will. I mean, it makes sense in my brain, right? So we will take this now and we will fold this all in together. This is the pancetta, mushrooms, and the cauliflower. We'll take this, we'll pour this on top. You know what? We could have probably even used more cauliflower, but it's just me and hubby, so I didn't want to use like 2 and 3 heads of cauliflower. But this pan is kind of big, so what I think I'm gonna do, maybe I'll put it in a smaller pan. I'm gonna spray this a little bit just so that it doesn't stick too much, and then I'm going to pour all of this amazingness, if I can, right in here. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. This cast iron pan is so heavy. But my husband hates to be on camera, so I do this without him. So we're gonna put that in here. And then I am going to take this extra cheese that I had shred from before when I didn't add it to the pan. Take a little bit of the Romano. And I didn't put any salt, if you guys noticed, but I don't think it's gonna need it. Between the different cheeses and the pancetta, I think we're gonna have enough salt in here, so just be careful with that. I just wanted to put that in there as a little caveat, just in case. I don't want you guys putting a lot of salt in here or pepper and ruining the dish, right? So this is going to now go into the oven at 400 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes. We'll see how long it takes for it to get crispy, and I'll be back to show you the results. It took a little longer than 15 minutes. It took 30 minutes. My oven is a little funky anyway, but I would always keep an eye on it anyway after 15 minutes. All right, guys, here it is. Do you see that? I don't know if you can see the sizzling. Oh, ho, ho, ho. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and let this settle, let the cheeses come back because it's really too hot right now. And I am going to take this, I had some pork rinds in the house. So I took them and I put them in my blender and I mixed them with the Romano cheese. I know, it's so good though. So I'm gonna go ahead and just sprinkle this on top. This will give us a nice crispy topping, you know, kind of like you would with the breadcrumbs. So I'm just using the pork rinds and the cheese like our breadcrumb. O-M to the G, okay? O-M-G. So I will let this cool, and in about 15 or 20 minutes, I will taste it for you and let you know if it needed any salt or anything. I don't think so, especially now that I added the pork rinds. So we will be right back, and when I come back, I'll show you what it looks like, and hopefully you will be making this too, and then letting me know what you think of it. So make sure that you comment below, click the like. I will try to leave the recipe. I just kind of came up with it on a whim, but I will definitely try to make sure I remember the measurements of everything I did. Be right back. All right, guys, I cooled it down. I cooled it down for about 20 minutes, And this was the result of it. And it is this like amazing, beautiful cauliflower. I put a little bit of scallions on top. Oh my gosh. That is really good. That is really good. Oh my gosh. I think the only thing I would do is I would probably add a little less of the milk because I didn't have heavy cream. It didn't cream up as much. It was a little bit more liquidy than I'd like, but that doesn't even matter. That doesn't even matter. That doesn't even matter. Oh my gosh. You guys gotta make it. You have to make it. You have to make it. And you gotta let me know what you think. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this. This is a cauliflower mac and cheese with pancetta and mushrooms. So thank you so much. This is Nina Perez at Memoirs of a Fat Girl, going from FAT to PHAT in real time. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.